What's up, everybody? It's your boy Steve Bookin. I'm gonna make this real quick because this video was kind of planned at the last minute. Sim racing was confusing for me when I first started looking into it. A lot of the information at the time was very technical, and most of that just flew over my head. So after some trial and error, some returns, some refunds, and some exchanges, I found out for the average Joe like myself, it all boils down to the big three: Fanatic, Thrustmaster, and Logitech. I picked up a Logitech G29 when they were on a super sale about 2 years ago. I mean, man, they were almost giving these things away. The G29 is PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC compatible. Logitech's website says the G29 is also compatible with the PlayStation 5, but I don't have a PlayStation 5 to confirm or deny that claim. What's really dope about the G29 is most older titles will recognize it as a G25 or G27, which opens up a huge library of racing games I can play, like F1 Championship Edition for PlayStation 3. The G29 is mostly plug and play for console, but I did have to download an app from Logitech to update the software so I could use it on PC. The wires on the G29 can be neatly hidden underneath the wheelbase. It can be mounted to a rig, or you could use the integrated clamps to mount it to a desk. I've never had mine on a rig. I've only had my G29 mounted to a desk, and I gotta say the G29's desk clamps are the best clamps of the big three in my opinion. I really like the steering wheel on my G29. It's a bit small, but I still like it. It's wrapped in leather. It even smells like a new pair of boots for a couple of weeks when I got it. The new leather is always kind of smooth. So yeah, it took a little while for the oils from my hands to break it in and get it all nice and grippy. A lot of reviews complained about the G29's buttons when it first was released. I personally like the way the buttons look and feel. These ones at the bottom are kind of flimsy though. A lot of modern performance cars are starting to have steering wheels that look similar to the Logitech G series steering wheel. So now these days, other than the smaller size, the G29's design and button layout doesn't look so foreign as it did when it first released. There are ways to mod and upgrade the steering wheel, but then it starts to defeat the purpose of buying a G series in my opinion. The G29 has rev lights. Haven't been able to get them to work on my PlayStation 3 games, but they work fine with racing games I play on PlayStation 4 and PC. Its twin sister, the G920 for Xbox and PC, didn't have rev lights for some odd reason. The paddle shifters are made of metal. They're not bad. I've driven a couple of real cars with paddle shifters that felt like the G29s. They don't pop or snap, just a short pull and with a click when they're fully engaged. Let's move on to the pedals. The pedals that come with the G series wheelbase are really good for the price range. They can be mounted to a rig as well, but mine have only ever been on the floor. They have these rubber feet for hard floor surfaces and these retractable plastic claws for carpet. If you're gonna have them on the floor like I do, I recommend bumping them up against a wall or something solid to keep them from moving. Make sure you keep the cord out of the way though. The brake pedal is a little stiff at first, but it's great once it's all broken in. There are some affordable mods to help improve the feel of the pedals, but personally I think the pedals are fine just the way they come from factory. The G series is known for its reliability, but I don't see any cooling vents.
Bruh. Really, nigga?
And I've never heard any cooling fans kick on, so I wouldn't recommend a 200 lap Nürburgring challenge, but a sprint race with some cool down in between should be fine. But yeah, man, it's not all milk and honey. The G29 and G920 has the lowest torque rating of the most common belt driven wheelbases, so force feedback is not as crisp and detailed, and it can feel kind of sluggish and vague at some points. It has a terrible vibration feedback. The vibration is similar to Fanatic's CSL wheelbase, where it sounds like someone's hitting the bottom of a plastic bowl with a spoon. So I keep the vibration turned off on my G29, and I just let the belt and gears simulate rumble strips in rough terrain. The Logitech H-pattern shifter is the worst of the big three. It comes either bundled with the wheel and pedals for $50 or sold separately around $60. It's a prime example of you get what you pay for, so I don't even bother with it. Logitech has released the new G923 True Force for all current consoles and next-gen consoles and PC. So I don't know how much longer the G920 and G29 are going to be around. I think the $400 asking price is a bit high for a G series wheel and pedal set. I think $300 to $350 is a fair price. I was able to get my G29 and shifter for around $250, which is a steal at that price in my opinion. I've been enjoying my purchase so far. I think the Logitech G29 and Logitech G series wheel and pedal set is a great introduction into sim racing. And yeah, man, I think that about covers it. If you want a more detailed review, I'll try to leave 1 or 2 videos down in the description box. I'll leave the equipment that I use down there as well, so check that stuff out. I'm gonna get up out of here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. It's Steve Bookin. I'm out.